start walking dog. I thought I'd do a little video today. Sun's shining but it's fucking freezing, but you know, one of them ones. Excuse the nose there and stuff, I've got to do a grooming session tonight. I fucking look like a right dickhead. Yeah, like a follow up on that video we did overnight. I'm pretty happy with that, and I'm happy with the response. I've had quite a few positive messages over that and stuff. It's easy to get disheartened, I think, not being able to go to the event and things like that. But I'm not. There's a moral victory in there somewhere. Like months ago, I wouldn't have even been able to cross the road to get there, so I did that. I know I'm improving. I don't even feel nervous now in the open spaces. I feel pretty good. Plans going forward, I just need every day to improve a little bit, and if that keeps happening, why not? Why won't we be able to do whatever? I've just got a fucking feeling, because I don't have any aspirations, and that will probably be my biggest problem with the addiction and stuff. It's so easy to fall into the drinking and the gambling and all the other shit when you're bored out your head and have no purpose. And I think that's half the battle sometimes. So I am praying that does kind of flip, and I think the more positive you become and the energy that you create while you're being positive, I think something's gonna just plant a seed in your brain, and maybe one day I'll wake up with loads of ideas and want to do some mad shit. But you don't know, you just never know. Pretty positive today, I suppose. You just got to be grateful for every day you're not nervous, every day you're not panicking every single minute of the day, and I think that's the main battle with this. You've got to be grateful for the times what you didn't have, and I definitely didn't have them. Every waking minute was panic for me, every waking minute. And there were a lot of waking minutes because I weren't fucking sleeping. That made it worse. I am sleeping now. I take magnesium glycinate, I take ashwagandha, I take a shed load of thiamine, vitamin B1 in a day. Alcoholics need that shit. It depletes the fuck out of you. And if you do research on thiamine, it controls your nervous system completely. So it makes no wonder that you're jittery all the time when you're depleted of that vitamin. That's why people have seizures. It's all to do with your GABA receptors and stuff, and if you're depleted of that, 'cause alcohol gives you GABA and then it takes it away just as quick. So when you're withdrawing, you haven't really got you haven't got a fucking prayer. What they tend to do in the hospitals is give you a fuckload of benzodiazepines, which are harder to get off than alcohol, so it's a very controversial treatment. And they also inject you with bare thiamine and things like that, so it kind of counteracts it. So I'm taking loads of B1. You can get it in a couple of forms. If you want to send me a message if you're interested in that, I can point you in the right direction. It's dirt cheap. You can even get it on Amazon. You've just got to be a little bit careful of Amazon, because they do sell some shit stuff, but if you know what you're looking at, you're alright. The magnesium glycinate, also be careful what you're looking at, but you can be alright on Amazon. As with ashwagandha, you've got to spend a little bit more to get the proper stuff. There's a form called KSM66 with ashwagandha, and that it promotes the relaxation effects more. Basically what ashwagandha does, it kind of blocks cortisol, the stress hormone. It takes it away. Obviously you need a little bit of cortisol just to get through day to day, because if you didn't have any, you would not be, you'd probably just walk into traffic, you know. You wouldn't have any sense of stress in. I think you do need a little bit of stress, but it's a godsend for me when you've been like anxious all the time. It's like a switch, man. You don't really give a fuck, and people are scared. If you look at the testimonials on ashwagandha, people are scared that they feel numb and feel like they don't care, but that's what I want. It's like that's like the best fucking remedy for me. I know everybody's different and that, but I feel like it's a brilliant herb that for me as well, sensitive to caffeine. I'm just going to go through what I take, because I'm on day 53 sober now, I think, and I'm dealing with things a lot. Obviously I like my coffee, everybody likes the coffee and that, But when you're anxious and you've got like panic disorder and whatever else, caffeine's a bastard. It's got like a ripple effect. It'll make your palms start sweating, your heart start racing, so your anxiety is going to go through the roof with that if you have too much. But there is an amino acid called L-theanine, which you can get in a powder. It does look a little bit like sniff, so when you take it, you got to be careful, because people think that, you know, if you drop it on your trousers or something, people probably think you're on coke. You can get that in capsules as well, but I wouldn't bother personally. I'd just get the powder. It's pretty tasteless. You can put it in your coffee and mix it. So basically what L-theanine does, it counteracts the jitters from the caffeine, which is quite amazing. It's a natural thing it's a natural component found in green tea in quite small doses. So they say like green tea drinkers are the calmer than coffee drinkers, and I can kind of understand why. So basically, if you get the jitters from caffeine and you don't want to give up caffeine, get L-theanine. It's dirt cheap. It's dirt cheap. That's another good one. And if you take that before bed as well, it can actually, just take it on its own, it can have anxiety reducing effects and make you sleep a bit better. So it is a good one. Yeah. What else do I take? CBD. Now, I've had a battle with CBD over the years because a lot of it is absolute garbage. It's absolute terrible stuff. It's no good at all. You've got to look in the right places for CBD, and I've looked at something, I wouldn't say fairly recent. CBD flower's probably your best bet. You can actually melt that down into an oil yourself. It works out cheaper as well. CBD flower is pretty much the cannabis buds really, but they take the THC out when they're planting it with the seeds and all that type of shit. I'm no expert, but they take that out, they take that component out and they use the CBD one. The CBD oils, like, there's a lot that goes through, there's a lot that your body won't think. If you digest the oil, you don't really necessarily digest all the oil, so it's a waste of time and a waste of money. I'm not promoting smoking, but for me, smoking the CBD flower without tobacco in a joint, it's give me the best effect of CBD, just the relaxation. It's like being high without the high. It gives your body a sense of relaxation, but it doesn't give you that head fuck that THC does. I was never a big weed smoker. Whenever I smoked proper weed, it used to send me divvy, so I can't touch that. The paranoia were too much. But I'm an advocate for CBD if it's the right stuff. Again, I can point you in the right direction of that, because you can buy the buds online. They're completely legal. There is I don't know, they can't really sell them in shops, because there were a shop in town that actually sold the buds for a few weeks, and I think the police raided them, so I think there was a technicality with the legal side of that, but I'm not sure. But I know for a fact I've never had any issues getting them online. They're not exactly cheap, but if you compare it to the oil, it's fucking ridiculously cheaper. So yeah, there is that. So CBD, L-theanine, magnesium glycinate, ashwagandha. What else? Sorry, I'm getting a bit cold here. But yeah, there is that. If I remember any of the others, I'll let you know. Oh, sorry, I forgot. On a morning, I'm taking St John's Wort, because I have dabbled with the antidepressants in the past, and they don't tend to agree with me, and I don't really agree with the medication anyway. I'm a bit of an herbalist, to be honest, but that's a whole different story, so we won't even go there. So I'm taking St John's Wort. I don't know if I'm feeling that one. I don't know if I can tell yet with that one, but apparently it works like an antidepressant, and I've only been taking that about between 40 and 50 days all told, so I'm not sure. So it might not be in my system enough yet if it does work like an antidepressant, because they can take a few months to work, so there's that as well. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there for about 10 minutes. Well, I'll leave it at about 10 minutes. I'll just thank everybody first. Thank you for everybody again for tuning in. If you need any advice on any of the herbs or anything I've mentioned there, or anything in general to do with getting off the drink, the anxiety, whatever, I'm probably the guy to speak to be honest. I'm not being big-headed, but I've lived it. I'm living it. So come and talk to me, man. I'm Craig Barker on Facebook. You'll find me. Message me on here, message me on YouTube, leave a comment, whatever. Just reach out, man. I'm here to help. This is what it's all about at the end of the day. I'm giving you my story, I'm giving you my advice. Take it or leave it. You might not like me, I might not be everyone's cup of tea, I get that. It is what it is, but I'm trying, and I want to try for you guys. Have a blessed Sunday.